Be wary of people who say things like, but that's your family. To me, that statement suggests that a person is either immature, lacking in depth, or they're missing some key information about what it means to be truly accountable. First of all, saying something like that negates the fact that before your family was your family, especially if they're older, they were a whole person. They have ideas, belief systems, experiences that shaped who they are and may or may not have anything to do with you as a member of their family. You see what I'm saying? Because people are whole human beings before they acquire a label in many cases. And even after they acquire the label, they're still human beings, separate in many cases from their family. At least they should be allowed to be separate. Whenever I hear that from people, it's always a case of someone making an excuse for bad behavior, someone suggesting that you give someone else a pass after they have mistreated you, said something horrible, done something horrible, or just generally behaved in a way that you would not allow if that person did not have a label. But a label is just a word if there's no care and intentionality and love behind the label. So why would you allow a word to act as an excuse for someone to mistreat someone else? That's low-key crazy. It's also a huge lever that unscrupulous family members use to justify their bad behavior over and over and over against other family members. That's why I will never be someone who will allow bad behavior simply because someone has a title or a label. If you are in fact my sister or my mother or my brother or whomever, then you need to act accordingly. You need to behave as though that word has meaning, and that meaning has my best interest at least somewhere in the picture. Because otherwise, that's just a word. That's just an excuse that you're using to mistreat me. And it's not a very good one. However, it is an excuse that most of the world, and I mean world, not just the US, where I am, where using that word gives you a free pass. It allows you to skate. It allows you to mistreat other people. And that's just not right. It's not about fairness. It's not about, well, that's just the way it is. It's about right and wrong, and mistreating someone else just because they have a label, that's not right. And from my perspective, as an adult, even if they're kids, family is as family does. If somebody mistreats you, they should be dealt with the same way you would deal with a stranger who mistreats you. If you have to get away from them, do that. Because if they don't live up to their label, it means nothing. And if it means nothing, then what are you doing? Yeah.